Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. This is your host, Iggy, and today we're going to talk about armies in plastic. And today's subject is Rogers Rangers and John Stark's Company of Rangers. Now, John Stark's Company of Rangers was part of Rogers Rangers, and Rogers Rangers was a 600-man force that was formed, I believe, in New Hampshire at the beginning of the French and Indian War, and they were to operate as raiders during the war. And first, I want to talk about John Stark. So let's move in closer so that we can get a good view of the John Stark figures. They're cast in a very pleasing blue color, as you can see here, a light, sort of not quite a powder blue, but a nice medium blue. And they've got some really nice sculpts here. I think my favorite one here is this one back here. Let's move him forward. There we go. Now you can see him. It has some nice action there. Some nice frontier action. Looks like Daniel Boone. So he's holding a tomahawk and a Brown Bess rifle. See if I can move him forward there. There we go. Now this set comes in a window box, and it contains 16 figures in 8 different poses. I believe these are from 2009, but we can find that out by looking at the box here. I can't see it. One of these days. I got this for Christmas in 2019 from my brother Ron. And then the following year, he got me the Armies in Plastic Revolutionary War figures. But you see, it comes in a window box. It's got nice artwork. Now, John Stark was an interesting character. He served the British during the French and Indian War, and then he served the Continental Army during the American Revolution. And he refused to participate in the St. Francis massacre in Canada. Some people call it a battle. Others, I think it's more a massacre because the people killed were mostly old men, women, and children. The estimate that it was between 30 and 200. They say 200 in one regard because Rogers claims that he killed 200, and the Canadians claim he killed 30. So it's kind of hard to. I guess the best thing is just to do something, average it out, or something like that, because the numbers are so disparate. The reason Stark gave for his refusal to participate was because when he was a boy, he had been fostered by a couple that lived in St. Francis. St. Francis was a village that was established by a Catholic priest for the Abenaki Indians. However, a lot of raiders were coming out of that village and scalping Americans to the south of them. So that's why the village was attacked. And, you can go either way on this one. The moral ambiguity is kind of interesting. Killing women and children, I'm not so into that. But it was also a village where the men were coming out and killing Americans and scalping them. So I guess in this case, it's frontier tit for tat. And that's one of the things that characterizes the relationships between European Americans and indigenous peoples. There's a lot of bitterness between the two because of all the fighting that went on during the frontier days. Stark, with Rogers Rangers, then went to the Detroit area and Lake Michigan, where they captured two French forts. And those are the two major battles of the Rangers, was St. Francis and then also the forts that I just mentioned. Now you'll notice immediately that the Rogers Rangers are exactly the same as the John Stark's company of Rangers. The same poses, as you can see here. These, however, are done in the green, which makes sense because in real life, Rogers Rangers wore green uniforms. Now, Rogers died penniless. He had enlisted for the British during the French and Indian War. He served to the best of his abilities. He was considered a good officer. However, when the American Revolution started, he declined to support it, and so he went from hero to zero and died penniless. So that's kind of a sad story. All right, I don't want to take too much of your time today because I've been told that I'm kind of windy. I don't mean windy as in, but windy as in a blowhard that talks too much. But you know what, guys? To be fair, every old man talks too much and thinks he's funny. That's another thing. Old men always think they're funny. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for coming along and seeing what I have presented to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the Iggy Army. We hope to get at least 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's see if we can do it. I think it's at 53 now or 54, something like that. I'll have to check it. Anyway, so that's Armies in Plastic, French and Indian War, Rangers, John Stark's company of Rangers, and French and Indian War Rogers Rangers. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.